Hey, what's up everyone? It's been a little while, but today I'm gonna have another parkour day. I've been doing a lot of stunt training lately, but today I just want to do some good old-fashioned parkour. And to assist me in this day of parkour and exploration, I got the Uditer S3 electric skateboard. They sent me this board to test it out and let you guys know what I think about it at the end of this video, so stay tuned for the review. But otherwise, in the meantime, we're gonna go exploring with it, see what cool spots we can find to do some classic parkour lines. So let's go. So this is an interesting spot, just a handrail, but next to it there's this nice steep hillside, which I think might look cool to do a vault and slide down. I'm thinking a Kong vault or something. Actually, reverse vault. That's gonna be the way to go. Reverse vault into slide, see if I can get that smooth. First try, not too bad. Let's try a different angle, see if we can make it look a little bit more interesting. I expected the slide to go a little bit smoother and longer on that one, but there's a moment where it just like stops. I kind of pop up from it, but still a cool idea. All right, one more thing I'm gonna try here is to throw a full 720 spin into that slide, just for fun, see what happens. Whatever happens, we're going with it. A cool random little feature, while the board is off and the remote is on, all I have to do is give the skateboard a little push and then it automatically connects to the remote and then I can start going. So check that out. Time to take a chance to fly, feeling like I'm 10 feet high. Nightmares call, we'll find a place to hide. Alright, just hit up these fun little fountain jumps. It's a decent drop if you don't make it on one of the sides. So it's a little bit freaky. I've done it before, but it's been a while since I've done something like that. So I could tell I was a little shaky on some of those strides coming back, but it felt fine. Feel good that I did it. So moving on. Alright, we're at a quarter battery left on the board and we've gone 8 miles. So we'll see what that leaves us. I can tell at a quarter battery that there's not quite as much oomph as there was in the beginning, in the first half of the battery. Hills are a little bit harder to pick up, and that's the main thing where it's noticeable, is on the hills there's not quite as much torque or power going up them. And my battery just gave up the ghost, so gonna have to switch it to the other battery to see what my final mileage was. Alright, got the extra battery. Gonna pop this one off, just push on those levers, pop those off. There, battery replaced. So I found this cool wall. It's just this perfect little wall in the middle of a field. Let's play on it. All right, here we go. I haven't done a screwdriver Kong in a long time, let alone outside. This seems like a decent setup, if not, it was a little bit hazardous if I don't get my feet through. Clip my knees anywhere here, but I'm gonna try to start here. 360 dive Kong, plant my hands here, clear through, and we'll see what happens. I do like using longer obstacles for these because it forces me to dive more, whereas I have a tendency, if it's just a single, say, vault box I'm trying to get over, I tend to take off too close to it when you really want to be able to dive out so you can really get that full spin in, and it's easier to pull off that way, but it's scarier to commit to that dive. So I think having this stuff will help me commit to it, if not just make it a little bit scarier to do. So we'll see what happens. All right, it's freaking me out. I'm gonna warm up with a 360 dive roll on the grass first, just to feel the motion, and then we're gonna go for it. Oh, so sloppy, but I went for it. I'm actually really happy that I'm going for that outside, even though I'm not getting a clean Kong out, getting my feet through the middle. I'm at least committing to it and landing on my feet. That's the most important thing. If I do get my feet through, that'll be cool, but if not, I'll still feel satisfied with having at least done that much outside. All right, I don't think I'm gonna kill the second battery on the board before I finish today's video, but we'll take it on one last spin around this area, see if I can find anything cool, and then I'll give you my review on the Uditer electric skateboard. So let's go. Just tried out the board on gravel and it goes pretty smooth compared to other electric skateboards I've had. The wheels on this are bigger and softer, so they actually go pretty well on gravel. Okay, so here is my final impression of the Uditer S3 electric skateboard. Let's go over a couple of features and I'll tell you what I think about each of them. Real quickly, starting with the remote, while I got it right here in my hand, is it's a nice, solid remote. You know, some of them tend to be a bit smaller. This is the biggest one I've had, and it's got this fun little hole that holds it onto my finger so I can do cool tricks like this, or just keep it from falling out of my hand. It also comes with this little wristband, so that definitely helps. Besides that, it's got your normal throttle wheel for braking and power. Has 4 different modes. Ba-doo, ba-doo. I always pretty much ride in the 4th mode because it has the most power and has the highest top speed. But for people I'm teaching how to ride the electric skateboard, the first couple speeds are great. Gives you your battery, your odometer on mileage. 13 miles is between the 2 batteries, but I haven't killed the second battery yet, so I'm guessing I'll hit around 14 or 15 miles between the 2 batteries total. So definitely enough for my needs. I'll let you take into account, if you're a smaller person, you're gonna get more miles out of it than I would. As far as the actual board goes, the wheels, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I think are a great size, without them being just the big rubber tires meant for dirt and off-road. They're like a good middle ground where you're gonna feel nice and smooth on bumpy roads, and it can handle a little bit of off-roading gravel and probably smoother dirt trails and stuff like that. It has some bulkiness on the bottom, which is to be expected of most electric skateboards, but whereas normally there's kind of just one bulk, this one has 2, which does kind of help balance the board, but it also, once again, you just have a little bit more of all of that bulk. Love the replaceable battery and how simple it is to replace it. It's especially awesome that it comes with 2 batteries, so you know that you're going to utilize that feature. Even for me, where I'm not usually going to be using both batteries in a single session, it's nice to have one battery charging while I have the other battery on my board. So then all I have to do is come home and switch them, and I don't have to worry about the time in between that my board needs to be charging. in between riding sessions. The thing I wanted to add about the battery is not only can you charge it like this, plugging directly into the skateboard, but you can also pop the battery off and you can plug it directly into the battery. So like I said earlier, I can have one charging while I load up the fresh battery onto the board. There you have it. It's an awesome board. I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm excited for you guys to try it out for yourself if you're into electric skateboarding. So when you go to order one of these skateboards for yourself, be sure to use the code Ronnie to get $35 off. I'll have a link below in the description. But otherwise, I just hope you enjoyed this video of me going around doing some parkour like the good old days. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.